Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
We have already started here.
Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
DiMarco is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Mendes. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take in a good area.
Real chance! Goal, Spain!
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Nuno Mendes. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And Ndika. Valverde might just make this. Bellingham. Shifted it to the flank. Spread it left. Looking for options for movement. Pedri. Oh no circumventing this opponent. He's had it taken off him.
Germany are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pedri. This looks promising. Ndika wins the duel this time. That ball looks a good one. Oh, easy pickings there. Casemiro, and it's Arda Güler. That's a cute ball.
Oh, that's clever.
He's picked his way through. And he's quick to snatch it back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's in plenty of space here. Went
with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Terrific header against the crossbar. Van Dijk. Now this takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. In for the pieces! He's missed, but not by that far. Corner number 2 then. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Valverde. And it's Pedri. Now it's Haaland. He's played it back. Casemiro. 30 minutes gone. Nuno Mendes. And it's Tchouaméni. Hakimi. For Valverde. And the pass is intercepted. And that has left him in a heap. Great work on the overlap. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
Germany certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a promising position. Great chance! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Well, the hold-up play as that move was being constructed was important for the runners, and more really should have been made of it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Valverde. Schlotterbeck. And it's Mendes. And here's Haaland. Lovely, now then. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Caught offside that time. Pedri. Goulet. And it's Marquinhos. And here's Haaland. Pedri.
2 minutos de descuento.
Valverde. The final seconds now.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pass is just off target. And we hit half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Germany can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Gordon goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Germany are looking to go forward now. Valverde. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Valverde. Pedri. Germany have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Haaland. And it's Pedri. Can he get on the end of it? Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pedri. Vinicius Junior under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ndika kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Bellingham. Nuno Mendes knocks it into space. Now the delivery. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now there's a fine ball. No way through. Shoots! Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 14.
Spain go into the lead.
El dorsal 25.
Rice gets a foot in here. Casemiro cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
El dorsal 23. Cambio de jugadores.
Schlotterbeck does well to stand firm and defend it. And he's intervened well there. Casemiro driving on and making good progress. Rafinha. Yildiz tries to play it through.
Germany really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Gordon touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Koundé not getting too much time on the ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Ball is over the line.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Rice. Now Timber. Rice. Germany are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Ndika cuts it out. Chouameni. And it's Timber. That has not gone well. Rice.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Soboslai.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Thuram. Shot a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Habrá 3
Rice.
minutos de descuento.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, there's the clearance. Rafinha. Rice. Casemiro. And it's Soboslai. And here's Gordon. And that will be it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Haaland. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's well done, really robust. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Hakimi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Good ball, good take. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland receives it in a good position here. Arda Güler. Now it's Gordon. Nuno Mendes. Oh, good-looking ball. Rafinha looking to penetrate opposition lines. Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rafinha played out to the left flank. Germany still without a single shot on target. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hakimi. Spain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's got away. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for options for movement. And it's Valverde. He's found a way through. Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's had it taken off him. Rafinha. Gordon. And that is expertly dealt with. Konate gets rid without sophistication. Schlotterbeck. Looking to play him in. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
No way through, so back it comes. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Marquinhos gets it clear. And here's Rafinha. Mendes looking to hit the byline here. Up he goes! And it's Valverde. Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ambitious ball here. Haaland. That's a sharp pass. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Rafinha. Gordon. Stood up well to him there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Szoboszlai. Rafinha. And it's Mendes. Oh, that's fabulous. Engages and forces him off the ball. Casemiro. Valverde. That pass has been well intercepted. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached,
They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Germany really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Germany looking to play. Vinicius Junior! No mistake! The breakthrough arrives at last! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Germany are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Haaland! Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Valverde. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Hakimi moves wide and looking to get onto this. Now it's... There's the shot! And that has been clubbed away. Shifted upfield. Ndika. Back into the middle. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Can he get it through? Haaland! Nice physical challenge. Rafinha. Rafinha takes control of it and he's on the move. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Haaland. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Nice interception, well timed. Casemiro gets it away. Szoboszlai. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Haaland. Germany are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That has been cut short.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Valverde.
That was lovely, that.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 19, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 22, el dorsal
João
8,
Cancelo. Oh no,
dorsal
no
25,
circumventing this opponent.
el dorsal 13. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 14, el dorsal
It's
4,
Casemiro.
el dorsal 23. Se va a llevar
Out
a
to
cabo
the
el
left it
cambio de
goes.
jugadores.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Thuram. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! Spain are all square. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Spain grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Valverde.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Ball's gone out of play. That's a cute ball. Bellingham gets into a good position. There's the delivery. Out of play for a goal kick. Germany have reclaimed it. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Yildiz, and that interception was... It is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Germany pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Vinicius Junior really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Spain take the lead. Oh, he's taken it. Casemiro. And it's Cancelo. And it's Valverde. He's in a great position here. And he's gone looking for safety. Eric Garcia. And Gula. And it's Valverde. Germany finding their passes. Alexander-Arnold. Yildiz. And it's been played through. He's on it. Can he get away? Germany can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vinicius Junior. Very nicely done. Yildiz is onto this. Gordon. Sheshko. Ndika goes sliding in. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The ball swung in. Crossed it. Big chance! Oh, extraordinary.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
They've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Thuram has created one goal already. Koundé looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rafinha. This looks promising. Real chance! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's Bellingham. Rice. Oh, super ball. Shoots! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal.
And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Opts to play it back. Woola! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Germany really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Picked out brilliantly. He's cut it out. That's that, the end. Germany illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you think? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. It's a good-looking delivery. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult.
And a chance! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Germany are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pass somewhat off target. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chouameni. Rice. Wriggles his way through. Rice has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this, an opportunity to pull level. He's gone for the shots!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Climbs up big! And he hits the net! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
Gordon! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Gordon really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. Turns and tries a shot! That's a half-decent try. Pedri. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. That's a throw. He's a sharp little ball here. Big header! Now, who's going to be first to this? And they've got rid. Vinicius Junior was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's been slipped through. Haaland is onto this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And a terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
DiMarco. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Konate. And it's Pedri. Great vision. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's... And one more try!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Gordon. Over to the other side. Hakimi. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, shooting chance! Rice. Now it's Haaland. Well, that has not gone well. Hakimi. Nuno Mendes. It's a pretty loose pass. Konate. That's been drilled forward. Hakimi. Now it's Gordon. Tries to play it through. Mendes gets into a good position. Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Spain have their second corner now. Mendes plays it short. And there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Mendes goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good take in a good area. No way through. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Goulet.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And it's Pedri. Oh, no joy this time. DiMarco. Couldn't squeeze it through. Hakimi. Stood up well to him there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Yeah, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gordon receives it in a wide position. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. Vinicius Junior. Spain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Rice. Gordon does really well there, strong defending. Now it's Haaland. He He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Pedri knocks it out wide. DiMarco just loves to go forward whenever he can. DiMarco, a header! Harmlessly behind.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
We have got
19,
changes here, from
el
both
dorsal
sides in
9,
fact.
El dorsal 14. Serán sustituidos
Great
por
defending,
el
strong
dorsal
and
10,
determined.
El dorsal 21.
Oh, that's really
el
good play on the
dorsal
right.
15.
He's
Cambio
driving
de
forward.
jugadores.
DiMarco. And here's Gordon.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Germany are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need a run. And Marmouche! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Marmouche certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Yildiz. Marmouche. And the shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front.
Thuram really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 8. El dorsal 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 41.
Spain
El
get
dorsal
themselves into the
23.
lead.
Se va a realizar un cambio
Steered
de
out wide,
jugadores.
but he won't reach that one. Tchouaméni, Valverde does well to get it back. Has crossed into the middle.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Back in once more. Oh, smashing header! He scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Not the most accurate pass. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's good vision. And that's put paid to a promising move. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played right into his path. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's through here. And he's got the beating of his man. Has a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
He's the return pass. Schlotterbeck. Marquinhos proves too strong. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Thuram. Koundé looking to get on the end of this. Casemiro. It's Bernardo Silva. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Rice. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. João Cancelo. Casemiro. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafinha. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Valverde. They really do have to make something of this. Just eases him off the ball. Marmoush has... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Germany were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it